So let's talk about North Korea for 2 points. The first one, it's dictatorship. The second one, it's nuclear power. The combination is very dangerous. But we have to be clear. This is a dictatorship. So when we analyze everything about this country, we should bear in mind that we have to talk about a dictator. So it's not a problem of democracy. It's not the problem of the willingness of the people. It's only about, in fact, one man, one group. But this man is related to China. So we shouldn't try to study the problem of North Korea as a local problem. No way. So we have the support of a dictator in relation with the willingness of extension of the core of China. At the same time, we know that North Korea has nuclear weapons and not wants nuclear weapons. We should be very clear on that point. So the problem is how to manage this situation. Shall we say only that we should force them to go on the path of denuclearization? This could be a solution for a democracy, but it's not a democracy. So the point is maybe the acceptance of the fact. We should be factual on this and say, okay, we wanted something else, we have something else. So we should use what we have. So we have a situation with a dictator and nuclear power and weapons. So the problem is, can we change the path of the nuclear? No. Can we change the path of the dictator? Yes. So it's a big mistake or even a strategic error to say we are trying to convince a dictator with diplomacy to change his mind and to avoid to use nuclear weapons. North Korea has nuclear weapons. So the problem is why North Korea has a dictator. And the answer is simple, because it's the willingness of China. So if we try to avoid this problem and we just want to solve the other one, it's not a good strategic point. So the idea is to be more global, to remember that we have 5 countries with the communist system in the world. 4 of them are together in Asia. 3 of them are connected with China. And this is the position of North Korea. Can you imagine the problem on the other side? Imagine that North Korea was in South and the opposite. It's impossible. Why? Because North Korea needs a boundary with China. So we know this. So we are talking about the mother and the girl. So imagine that for North Korea, the motherland is China and not just Korea. So the problem is not between North and South in Korea, because we know that the war in Korea was in fact a proxy war. The problem is China versus Western civilization. And in fact, the South of Korea is just a part of the West. So the opposition, in fact, is not north-south, but east-west. So we can imagine that the difference is not the problem about nuclear power, because we have the same problem in China. The problem is the relation of this kind of puppet in this situation, which is a solution, a nice solution for China to use him to do what they want, but without any responsibility of China. So when you are trying to see the problem between the master and the slave, the man and the muppet, just control the relation. If we cut the relation, we don't care about the muppet, because it will be no more a muppet of another system, just a puppet.